Recent studies show up to 20% of military veterans will experience PTSD after returning home from war. While this number may seem small, the grim reality shows nearly 20 veterans commit suicide every single day. Thankfully, one resort in our own backyard is looking to help make a positive impact in the lives of those who serve our country.
Me personally, I catch the small eaters.
Many of us have a special place where we can sit back, relax, and toss in a line.
Is that a two-stroke?
The biggest fish out of here was caught by Bob. I had 28-inch walleye.
Bring it straight back from there.
Retired U.S. Army veteran Michael Morrow resides in Superior, but his peace of mind is resting just north of Ely.
My buddy James Hansen, he's been coming up here for 20-plus years. And he invited me and a couple other guys up one year, and turned out that we caught some fish that year, and it seemed like a nice place to at least do an opener.
Morrow is making it a priority to keep coming back with his buddies. They're now in year 6.
There doesn't seem to be any harm or foul to be here, you know what I mean? No dangers.
Just a simple dose of peace and tranquility.
I feel this every day, but I feel like this is the last day of my life, so this is a good last day, and it seems to extend to the end of the weekend.
This motto by Morrow is practiced by many who meet at the resort.
Yeah, so this will sit right in here.
Located on the edge of the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness.
I think we're very unique.
Veterans on the Lake dates back 37 years. It was on March 4th of 1982 when the IRRB approved a grant to help the nonprofit take off.
Everybody reacts different. They come with smiles on their faces and they leave with smiles, or if they don't have a smile, they leave with one.
The inspiration for Veterans on the Lake came nearly 4 decades ago. A local real estate agent reaching out to retired Navy Chief Dick Zahn.
He asked me how I felt about having a place where disabled veterans could go. I said, we're doing wonderful. He says, I think we have just the spot.
This exact spot previously housed 2 resorts which were purchased by the government in the early 80s.
I think Pennsylvania, we've had Ohio.
Zahn remembers when bulldozers were waiting to tear down the 26 cabins that still stand today.
But then in spring of '83, fishing opening, we had a big ceremony here. We had a group of disabled veterans from the various hospitals come up here, and we took them out fishing.
You could say the rest is history, but the nearly 25 acres of land this resort sits on contains stories that'll last a lifetime.
We had one, he was so disgruntled with himself, tried to commit suicide, and he blew half his face off. And he come up here fishing all the time.
Throughout the years, Zahn and countless volunteers have helped with and witnessed many emotional moments at Veterans on the Lake.
These things will bring tears to your eyes. We got wondering about them.
Through thick and thin, every tear keeps him coming back to lend a helping hand.
I've been involved in this since 1982, except for the 6 years I moved to Texas and come back. I can tell you, when I was down there, the only thing what I really missed was the fishing trips and helping the vets out up here.
Veterans and folks living with disabilities meet here from all across the country. This summer, groups from the Richard I. Bond Veterans Historical Center in Superior and Silver Bay Veterans Home will check in.
We have handicapped accessible cabins, and to see veterans that sometimes are spending most of their time in a hospital, to see them come up here and get out in the Northwoods. We attend various veteran functions.
Ely resident Neil Olson is chairman of the board for Veterans on the Lake.
Well, I'm a veteran too. I'm U.S. Army.
He spends countless hours making improvements to the year-round resort while also looking to spread the word about the impression they make.
We have lifts to put the veterans in the boats if possible. We keep making improvements to all the cabins.
The nonprofit survives strictly on user fees, donations, and grants.
We are definitely growing every year.
Current general manager Neil Wiesinger once worked as the maintenance man at this secluded resort.
It's like a special feeling. If you ever came here and seen what it does for all the disabled that come here, you'd understand. It's really hard to put in words.
While it's not always words that speak loudly, actions seem to illuminate the memories made here at Veterans on the Lake.
What better vacation could you have as going out in the wilderness to a fishing camp and fish and eat your catch. And all of our groups always have fish fries before their vacation ends here. So it's a big thing for them.
I know they can have anybody in here besides veterans, but it seems to me like a little mini post up in Ely without a fence.
For just a weekend, or maybe even a week, it's a place on the globe where barriers are broken down, the mind is cleared, and folks who serve to help keep us safe can be free.
I've watched the ups and downs. Sometimes we didn't know how we were going to make it. And maybe have to borrow a few bucks here and there, and we'd get through.
In Ely with photojournalist Adam Jeganich, Brett Scott, Fox 21 Local News. And we do have a link set up on our website if you'd like to donate or even, hey, book a trip to Veterans on the Lake up in Ely.
Oh, absolutely. Gosh, that gave me the chills. It's so cool that they have a place to go to and just trust each other and unwind and, you know.
It was fun. It was just a relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah.
Everybody gets along, and you just have you can have a week of fun, you can have a few days.
Seriously.
You could just stay a whole summer if you wanted.
And way up there is so beautiful. Mother Nature can really ground you and bring you back to, oh gosh.
And they do survive on, like I said, the donations. So if you would like to make a donation, visit our website.